The Siri Remote for Apple TV seems like a pretty simple remote. At first glance, maybe a little too simple. But hidden just beneath the surface are a ton of very helpful features. Here are 5 tips and tricks for the Apple Siri Remote. Like on iOS, double tapping the home button, or in this case double pressing the TV button, will bring up the app switcher. This shows all your recent apps that you've used, and swiping up on any of them will force close the app. But force closing an app might not fix the problem you're having. You may also want to consider rebooting the Apple TV. There is a reboot option in the settings menu, but you can get to it faster by long pressing menu and the TV button and holding them until you see a blinking light on the front of the Apple TV. When you see it, let go of the buttons and the Apple TV will reboot. Watching something on Apple TV at night or in a dark room and returning to the mostly white home screen can be a little harsh on the eyes. So in a recent update, Apple rolled out a feature called Dark Mode. You can switch between light and dark mode in the settings, but you can get to it even faster by just asking Siri. Just hold the Siri button and say light mode or dark mode to switch between the two. Since the Siri Remote has a touchpad, scrubbing through video playback is pretty simple. Just click to pause and then drag left or right on the touchpad to move forward or backward in the timeline. And likewise, there are shortcuts. Clicking on the left or right edge of the touchpad will jump forward or backward 10 seconds. But an even faster way to scrub is to use Siri. You can just hold the Siri button and say jump forward 10 minutes, or go back 2 minutes. But if you know the exact time of where you want to start a video, you can say that exact time. Hold the Siri button and say go to 20 minutes, and you'll start at the 20-minute mark. If you lose or break the Siri Remote, or you just don't like it, you can also use an iOS device as a remote for your Apple TV. Just go to the App Store, download the Apple TV Remote app, make sure your iOS device is on the same Wi-Fi network as your Apple TV, and connect the two. Thanks to a recent update, you can also queue up Siri with the Remote app, which was not previously possible. Also with a recent update, Apple rolled out the TV app, which is like a guide for Apple TV. But with this change came changes for the Siri Remote. The TV or home button now takes you back to the TV app, not the home screen. You can change this in the settings. Just go to Settings, Remotes and Devices, and click the toggle beside Home button to switch between taking you back home and the TV app. For more on Apple TV and other tips and tricks, be sure to go to cnet.com/how-to.